Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. As you can see by the title, today we're going to be doing a full face of Undone Beauty, and this is going to be all first impressions. The only product that I've tried from Undone Beauty is their blush, so everything else is going to be a first impression little review, and I'm going to put it all in my face for you guys and let you know what's worth your money and what isn't. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. I just realized that one of my cats has been standing here the whole time. I hope that you guys like the ambience of the cat lady. I can't really like push him off the screen, so he's just gonna be chilling there. Okay, so today we're gonna be trying Undone Beauty. I feel like it's definitely a brand that doesn't get as much attention, at least not in my world. I've known about them for a while, but now they're sold at Ulta, and just seeing it in Ulta and the drugstore section, it's just really exciting because I'm sure they have a lot of really nice products. We're gonna find out today. It is a little bit pricier, but it's not high end. It's definitely more like Pixie Beauty, so I'm excited to see if the hype is there. Really quickly, I do want to say I have a rash right there and one right there, and that's because I just shaved off my peach fuzz, the sideburns. And I don't know why I did that right before a video. My skin's sensitive, so like, don't mind that, you know? Let's get into it. So I don't believe they have a primer. We're gonna jump right into the skin. I do have sunscreen on my face, and that's just how we'll prime today. So this is called the Undone Unfoundation Glow Tint with Skin Loving Coconut Extract Light Coverage. And I have the shade Soft Beige Medium. So I do have a brush. This is the only thing I have used, and I tried it with my Rare Beauty foundation, and it blended out so seamlessly. So this is the Undone Beauty Seamless Brush, and it's supposed to be for your face and body. So hopefully this shade matches. It might be a little bit light, but we'll just make it work. So I guess let's try to blend it out with this brush first. So it's blending out very, very quickly. Definitely a light coverage. It's not covering much, but it's kind of perfecting the skin so far. Obviously, I do look a little ghostly because my skin is a little bit tanner, my face. It gave me a very, very, very light coverage. I do think my skin is perfected, but as you can see, good thing I have this rash. As you can see, it barely covered that rash, and also on this side. And then I do have some blemishes right here, and it faded them a little bit, but yeah, I definitely think this is more of a light coverage. But I will say, it is glowy, but it's not looking greasy. Like, it's not overly emphasizing texture or pores. It feels nice. So far, I do like it. I definitely think it's something very, very natural. We'll see how the rest of the face looks afterwards. So moving on to concealer, I'm actually very excited about this because it's very interesting. So this is the Undone Conceal to Reveal palette. I have it in the shade Buttercream Medium Light. So this concealer is actually just like their blushes. So they're actually kind of like a palette. They give like different intensities. So they do have like more of a light coverage, a medium, and a full. And so that's with concealer. They also have that with the blush. Let's grab the most coverage and maybe try to add some coverage over this. Ooh, that's looking really, really nice. I wouldn't say it's the highest coverage. I think that it is the highest coverage from the palette, but I think it's more of a medium to full coverage. It's not like super, super full. I love using a brush or a sponge, but I will say if you do like using your fingers, it does blend pretty well with your fingers. So far, that looks really nice. I think the biggest test is how it looks under the eyes. So again, I am gonna use the full coverage, and I'm gonna apply it on the eyes, or on the under eyes, and I'm also gonna use it as eyeshadow primer as I use all of my concealers. So far, I do like the consistency though. It's like a thin consistency, it's hydrating, but it's not like greasy, so I do like that. I think this would work really nice for normal to dry skin. It looks okay. Now that I'm looking up close, things are kind of separating around the top of my mouth. It's not separating, it's just kind of sitting on top. It's not really blended in super nicely. Other than that, everything looks fine. Let me go ahead and set this and see what it looks like. I don't have any powder from them, so I don't think that they have a powder. So I'm going to grab my go-to, which is the Kosas Cloud Set. And I'm only going to set my under eyes because we still have some cream bronzer. My eyelids are already creasing, so I'm going to blend everything out very quickly and set it and hopefully forget it. The under eyes look fine. I just feel like, I don't know, this skin tint and concealer combo is not working great over my lip. It's separating just a little bit. So far, I think I'm preferring the concealer, but I kind of like it more to like spot conceal. I don't know if this would be like my go-to for under the eyes, but we'll see how it wears over time. So far, I am liking the products. I'm not like wowed by them, but I am wowed by the innovation of having 3 concealers in one, and so easy to use with your fingers. So this might be a really good like touch-up concealer to bring with you. So moving on to bronzer, we do have a regular bronzer that's powder as well as a water bronzer. This is going to be very interesting. So this is the water bronzer in the shade 220 Blast. So this is a little scary. This is what it looks like. Oh my god, and it's cooling. It's very cooling. So this is what that looks like. I really like the color. It's very, very like sun-kissed. So on one side, I'm going to apply it to the skin and blend it. And on the other side, I'm going to apply it to a brush and blend it and see what we like better. But let me just tell you guys, it feels very, very, very cold. It feels very, very refreshing. So I really like that so far. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. And so far, it's actually giving me a lot more pigment than I thought that it would. Because it's like watery, I thought it would blend out almost into nothing. This is what it's blending out into. So it does have a nice amount of pigment. And it looks pretty seamless and it feels very lightweight. So that's super nice. Okay, so I did apply quite a few layers on the brush. And this is definitely more of a natural. So if you want more pigment, add it straight to the face. If you want a more natural diffused look, add it to the brush. That looks really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and just add it to the face because I do want both sides to match. I feel like this would be a really nice bronzer to put on your bare skin as well. It's very, very lightweight and cooling. I feel like this is, like if I went on a beach vacation, I would bring this to just add some color to my skin while it being like undetectable. We're gonna go ahead and set this. Even though it's so light and creamy, I feel like you don't need to set this, but we do have a very exciting bronzer to try, so we're gonna use it. This looks beautiful. So this is the Warm Up Bronzer plus Glow Giving Coconut Extract 4-in-1 Radiance Palette. So this is in the shade Warm Me Up 550, and it does have bronzer as well as highlight. So let's just focus on this side real quick. Ooh, I'm a little scared. Okay, so it's giving a good amount of pigment. Even though I didn't grab any of the highlighter, it is still applying pretty glowy. So it already is a glowy bronzer, but if you want to make it like extra glowy, I feel like you can just grab that highlight on it. Let's move on to brows. So for brows, this is the Flaw Lush Brow, and I got the shade Neutral Brown. Oh my god, okay, so it is a brow marker as well as a freaking, oh my god, I love this. It's a brow gel and a brow marker. I'm going to do the brow gel first, and I'm going to let it dry while we do the eyes, and then I'll go back with the brow marker. That's just how I like to do it. But this wand is tiny, and I love it. So let's see how it looks. I love when brow gels come with like tiny little wands. Alrighty, so that's what we have so far. I really like it. This shade Neutral Brown is really nice. A lot of brow gels that have a small wand sometimes tend to like hurt because they're not very fluffy. This doesn't hurt at all. You can brush these brows and it's very soft and it's kind of flexible, but it grabs onto the hairs really, really well. So far I am loving that. Like I mentioned, I do like to let it dry before going in with the marker, so we're just gonna let it dry for a while we do the eyeshadow. But I don't even think I need the marker. I feel like they're pretty nice. You don't even need a marker at this point, but we are going to test it out, so we'll come back to that. But so far, so good. So for eyeshadows, they actually sent me a bunch of palettes, And so we do have a lot to choose from. I would go more into this one, but some of you, one of you, I know who you are, no problem here. But one of you actually commented saying that I've been using too many neutrals. So I'll just go ahead and use this one, except I do wish that there was a different shade on this as well. So if I need to, I might go into this bronzer just to kind of deepen out some of these shades with maybe like the darkest bronzer shade. These are called the Curator Eye Quad with Conditioning Castor Oil. Oh, this transformed from shadow to liquid liner? What? I did buy an eyeliner, so we don't have to do that today, but this one is in the shade Brick by Brick. So let's go ahead and open it and see what this baby can do. So first I'm going to go into the only matte shade, which is this pinky shade, and use that as a transition. So far, a lot of product gets picked up on the brush, and let's see how it looks. The formula is very soft. My brush picked it up very, very quickly. So I'm just going to put some in the crease. We're not going to do like a very intricate look. We really just want to test out the formula without this video being 30 minutes long. So far, that first matte shade looks beautiful. Like I mentioned, this is the only matte shade, so I don't love that. I really wish there was another matte shade. So I swatched the shimmers, and wow, these look really freaking beautiful. They're not like a thick formula. They're actually very thin, but they're very reflective. So I think for today, we're gonna use this one. I'm just gonna use my finger right now to see how it looks. Wow, very, very metallic. I am going to use a wet brush to see how it looks. I mean, especially if these turn into eyeliners, I feel like the pigment is going to be there. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and use that purple and maybe use that to deepen it out. And I will go in with a brush to blend this out. I wanted to do a more natural look because I feel like this brand, Undone, is more for like natural looks, but you know, I don't want to bore you guys with very boring looks. So that looks really, really pretty. Now I'm going to grab a flat brush and let's see what this orange can do when it's wet. Oh, wow. I mean, it definitely adds more glimmer. I think it looks very pretty wet. Very pretty wet. But it also looks really pretty dry. So this is one of those shimmers that, I mean, it's going to look good no matter what because of the intensity. Okay, and then lastly, I'm going to grab a smaller blending brush with that transition shade again, and I'm just going to blend everything out. I'm not even going to use a bronzer anymore. I don't think it's necessary. This actually worked out really, really nice. So I do like these eyeshadows. The mattes are very soft. Well, the matte that I tried is very soft, blendable, and pigmented. And the shimmers are more like a thinner formula that is going to add that glimmer. It's very, very pretty. So I do recommend these quads. And I feel like if you buy this and you also have the bronzer, you really have like unlimited opportunities. Like you could use these as your transition and then add some of these shimmers. So I really do like these. So far I love that. I'm going to quickly just add some of this pinky shade on the lower lash line just to finish out the look. And then we can test out some eyeliner and mascara. Alrighty, so for eyeliner, I did purchase this myself. So this is called the Unscripted Liner, and I got the shade 110 True Black. Oh my god, what is this? So definitely not a brush liner. This is almost like a highlighter. Let me go ahead and swatch it. Uh-oh, this has 1.5 stars on the website. It says that this is a unique 3-way precision tip for thick, thin, one-touch cat-eye wing looks, stay all day liquid liner, smudge proof, ultra light. Yeah, so it's supposed to be a long-wear liquid formula. So it is very ultra light. I mean, it's ultra light. And everyone's saying that it's terrible, it's watery, doesn't go easy, seems dry. Okay, so I'm just going to try my best to not mess up this eye look. So I'm gonna use a thin side first to like add a line. But this is like a straight up marker. So, I mean, it definitely added some definition, but, I mean, it's literally translucent. Should I even try to do a wing? Maybe like a baby wing? Ooh, it's probably not a good idea. Honestly, the formula, it's almost like the formula of an eyebrow pen. So this would work well for your eyebrows, but not as eyeliner. I don't really know what they were thinking with this. Okay. Yeah, that's a no-go for me. I think out of this whole video so far, the most disappointing product is this eyeliner. Unless you want something like this for your eyeliner, then this is probably not the one for you. So sorry, but this is not good for me, for what I want. This is not good for me. So moving on to mascara. This is the Undone Beauty Love Lash Prime. Oh no, this is a primer, not a mascara. I didn't buy mascara because I thought I had one. You know what? This might actually work out better. Let's use this primer and then I'll use a mascara that I know that I love and see if we see a difference. I feel like that might be a better judge of mascara. So let me quickly curl my lashes. And let's go ahead and apply this. So it does have a white formula like most, and it does have more of like a curved wand. And let's see how it looks. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply a layer, let it dry, and then go in with a mascara that I know I love and see if it makes it any better. Let's just let that dry for right now. Let's go back to that brow pencil real quick, finish out the brows, and then we'll finish out the eyes. Like, this is the only way I do my brows, is with a marker, so this is the color right here. A beautiful color, a little bit more on the warmer side, but not reddish. It's more of like a chocolate brown. So far that brow gel is in place, but it doesn't feel crusty or hard, so it looks really nice. So let's go ahead and finish out these brows. Okay, so I do need an actual spoolie without brow gel to blend this out. Okay, so it is blending, that's good. The marker is a little more pigmented than I'm used to, but if you just do it with a light hand, I think you'll be fine. The only thing is, I do think you need to have like another spoolie on hand with no product to blend out. But I actually ended up really liking this product. I think I went a little heavy-handed. The brows do look a little, you know, a little dark, but that was kind of my fault. Overall, though, I do recommend this product. So I do like it. I like that you get both in one. I think it's good. I like the formula. So this to me is great. I love this. Alrighty, so back to mascara. I've been using this a lot recently. It's the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. Let's go ahead and coat these lashes and see if the primer really did anything. It looks fine, but I do think that this mascara looks better without it, because usually this mascara is not this clumpy. So, you know, maybe if you are looking for a lot of volume and you don't mind the clump, you might like this. But for me, I prefer just not to use it. Like I said, this mascara usually looks a lot prettier by itself, so not my fave. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. And I can get the same result or an even better one without it. Okay, so to finish out the eyes, I'm just going to grab this, like, I'm going to grab a mixture of both of the highlighters. And I'm just going to add it to the inner corner. Wow, that is very pigmented. Wow, we are lit up. So let's go back to the base. I feel like the base looks a lot nicer now. Let's move on to blush and highlight. So for blush, we're going to be using this one, which I have tried, not the shade, but I've tried this formula years and years ago. This is the Undone Beauty Lip to Cheek Palette and Glow Giving Coconut Extract. Again, this is like a 3-in-1, just like the concealer. And it is in the shade 325 Flares. Okay, so my camera stopped recording and I just had to like turn it off and on. So if anything changed settings wise, I hope that's okay. I don't know what had happened, but it's okay. We're gonna move on. Okay, so let's finish out this face. I'm gonna grab, you guys know I love using just like an angled brush, and I'm gonna grab the bottom 2 shades and see what we can come up with. So I like to pounce it in first. Oh my god, this is so pigmented. What the heck? I did not expect this kind of pigment. I'm not gonna lie. This is so nice. It is a little too much because I applied way too much, but this is so nice. I expected it to be glowier, but the fact that it's not, I love that. I love it. I think this has been my favorite product so far. So far, this is my favorite. Look how beautiful, and the shade, and just the right amount of glow, not too much, not too little, and a lot of pigment. So I love that. I do have a cream highlight that we need to try. So I believe this is kind of like, yeah, this is like the bronzer. It's going to be a water highlight. And I have the shade 250 Rose Lit. It is more of a rose gold. I think I'm going to grab it with my fingers and maybe apply it on top. Ooh, this is really, really pretty. The thing about these water products, they're so lightweight and they do feel as light as water. So I think not only does it add to your face without adding too much product or like heaviness, but I feel like these products would be so nice also on just like no makeup. So overall, very impressed with these water products. Like truly, truly one of a kind. I love that. So all we have left is lips, I believe. First, let's try out the shade Big Papa Gloss in Barely Pink. This is a little bit on the clear side with a little touch of pink, but I like the applicator and I like the smell. It almost smells like grapefruit and it looks very, very pretty. I really like this formula. Okay, let's try out the darker one. This one is Touch of Mahogany. Guys, this formula almost feels like a lip balm. It is not sticky at all. It's thick, but not too thick. It's kind of perfect. That is Touch of Mahogany. I am obsessed with that. I'm going to take this off and then we can try out the last one. But this so far is my favorite. This is such a your lips but better. Okay, so this one is interesting. I have it on. This is the Lip Life. And it has, sorry, my cats won't leave me alone, but it has kind of like a brush application. And it's supposed to exfoliate your lips while applying it. So I will say it doesn't apply the best because it does leave streaks. But once you blend it out, it's like a nice exfoliator. I do like that, and the color is kind of like a pinky purpley reflection, so very, very interesting. Alrighty guys, I put on that darker gloss back on, and I just wanted to say that overall I am pretty impressed with the brand. I think my favorite products were the blush, the lip glosses, and the brow products, and also the water bronzers. Honestly, I loved everything. The only thing I didn't like absolutely fall in love with is the skin tint and the concealer for under the eyes, but I do think that concealer would be really good for like spot treatments. But overall, very impressed. I'm pretty happy with the end result. So if you guys wanted to check out Undone Beauty, you can. I will link everything down below. You can go to Ulta and buy it or on their website. But overall, I'm very impressed. Yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys are interested in picking up. Comment down below what your favorite product was. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!